come in and try it. I mean,
Last Friday,
Hi, Stephen from Vocal Booth to Go. We're here at the Artisan Guitar Show here in Harrisburg, PA. We have our booth set up here for people to try out the guitars, to keep them in a quiet environment and see how they sound. But what's your name?
My name is Paul.
Paul, and where are you from?
I'm from Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania, which is about 12 miles north of Philadelphia. It's a suburb near Willow Grove.
And what's this?
That's I have my guitar building company is called Singing Strings Luthier.
Oh, awesome.
And I learned to build guitars back in 1976 in Arizona, and through you know, like I had to go to work for a living. So I did other jobs, but I continued to build guitars. And I recently retired as a school teacher, so I got back into building guitars to give me something to do in my retirement. And I love music to begin with. So
awesome.
I'm fascinated by music, and you know, I've done a couple shows. The last one I did was in Santa Barbara, and I don't recall whether they had these types of booths there then.
Oh, I see.
But they had something.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was totally different. But you know, when I first started thinking about doing shows, I'm like, you know, you're in the big auditorium where everybody's playing all this noise, and it's kind of
right.
cacophony of guitar sounds.
It's difficult to know what you're listening to.
Yeah, and you know, you want people to be able to listen to your guitar and hear the different complex sounds that come out of it, because you know that's important.
Yeah, and it's hard to hear the subtleties.
Yeah, and even you know, if you're playing in your living room, you know, things are bouncing around the walls, and you really don't know what you're getting, but you can hear it. And you know what? I've added sound ports, and many guitarists add these so that they can hear more.
Right,
what's
you hear
going
more
on
of the direct sound.
So something like this makes a lot of sense, especially at a show like this, because where else is someone going to hear? If they're interested in the guitar, they want to know what they're getting before they leave, and I think this is a great opportunity for them to do that.
Yeah.
Now I can still hear some sound in the background, but you know, when we were initially talking, you said people probably want some of the room sounds, but still you want to be able to hear what the guitar can do without any of those sounds. And then when you play it in a room, yeah, they get mixed in there, and that would be different. And then also it depends on whether you hook it up to an amplifier and play guitar that way. But I think this makes a lot of sense. As far as I'm concerned, to be able to kind of isolate yourself a little bit, because even just talking, I can hear that it's more, can't think of the word, more personal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, rather with all this other background stuff that can distract you. And I think that's another point that I would make, is that something like this, it eliminates some of that distraction from hearing other people play things. So I think you get maybe a truer idea of what a guitar would sound like.
Awesome.
What do you think about the boost? Does it work like for the guitar player?
Yeah, I mean, it cuts out enough sound so you can really hear the instrument, but it doesn't change the sound of the actual instrument. So you can really get a true tone of what the guitar does without,
Reflections.
Yep.
Yeah, this is exactly what it's designed for. Designed to cut out all the reflections. And I understand that because we spoke to somebody, they said they want to hear the room in that, and it's totally possible. But the booth is designed to hear the direct sound, and it seems that you appreciate that.
Yeah,
Right?
I think. I see what that whoever said that the room. I understand that, but I think it's kind of nice to have, because if you wanted to hear the room, you could play it at a booth. But it's also nice to come here in a quiet environment and actually hear what it kind of just does, like it would kind of in your house, or if you're just sitting on a couch, kind of a deal.
Yeah, that's right.
And kind of get the best of both worlds. So it's nice to have this, to have access to it, and also be able to play outside too. Like if you were at a gig, would be out there, and this would be more in a house environment.
Yeah, like more intimate, more like
Exactly.
fine-tuned. What do? You make the guitars?
Yeah. My father and myself, we build these guitars. We also have a line of electrics, and we have a guitar building school that people come from all over the world really and build basically a guitar that looks like this in a
Really?
week.
So what's your website? What's your
It's American Art Shop Guitars, but just AmericanArtShop.com is our
okay.
site.
How you feel about the booth?
I thought it was great because in there you really can't hear what's going on when you're trying out the guitar. So this allows you to go in there and actually hear the guitar. It deadens the sounds that are going on out here, so you can actually concentrate on the tone of the instrument.
So it was good that it was cutting a reflection, so you could hear direct sound.
Exactly. You could hear the sound coming out of here and feel the vibration and everything along with the tone, so you could get that.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference, even on an electric.